I decided to give Firefall a try. So here we are, I'm going to create a character. I'm just going to hit the random appearance button 10 times. Appearance doesn't seem to matter all that much in this game, so I'm just going to hit this 10 times and see what we get.
That's right. Jack them up.
I'm sorry, I can't stick with that. Although that does look kinda hilarious. Alright, one more time.
That's right.
Alright, that seems better. Alright, I'm gonna press it 10 more times.
Gotta kill. That's right.
Okay, that looks a little better, I guess. We'll just stick with this guy. Give him a name. Hit the create button and get going. There aren't a whole lot of customization options in this game, and I'm not going to focus on that.
This is Accord Control. We are prepped for space fold. Initiate on Admiral's mark.
Initiating space fold on Admiral Nostromo's mark. 3, 2, 1.
Sparklight, this is Accord Control. Do you copy? Sparklight, are you there? Sparklight, do you copy?
This is Nostromo. The jump failed. We're still in Earth orbit, but losing altitude rapidly.
Stand by, Arclight. We're scrambling rescue shuttles now. Just hold
There's
tight.
no time. Dr. Bathsheba reports we've lost all power to the orbital drives. I need you to project the Arclight's impact site. Begin ground evacuations and scramble disaster teams.
I can confirm that, Accord Control. Loss of orbit is irreversible. I'm ejecting the star chamber. It is critical that you recover it immediately.
Understood. Admiral, initial projections indicate a South Atlantic crash zone.
Control, divert the 3rd Fleet to the South Atlantic.
Yes, sir.
Bathsheba, can we re-trigger the arc drives?
No, there's some kind of external interference that's locking them up. I can try diverting power from weapons to the orbital thrusters. It'll give us a little control.
Do it. Maybe we can ditch in the Atlantic.
Sir, calculations are firming up. Looks to be a Fortaleza, Brazil. Alerting authorities there. The casualties in the blast zone look to be close to 100%.
What? That can't be.
Orestes, is Amelia still living?
Bathsheba, get me those thrusters, now!
We've got a 5-second burn left at maximum power. That should get us clear of Fortaleza.
Negative, Arclight. If you ignite that burn, Sin is projecting a 95% chance you hit Rio.
Ready the burn. Give me manual control.
Sir, if you do that, 1.2 million people will die.
I'm well aware of that. Now give me control.
Orestes, you have full control.
Initiating burn in 5,
Arclight, abort.
4, 3,
Please, don't do this.
2.
You are alone, huddled together, clinging to a broken old man. Pathetic. The melding has taken this world, and still you prolong the inevitable. There is no escape. Hope and the Aegis are years away. Neither will shield you. My chosen have taken Dredge. We will take New Eden next. Then you will understand your place in the melding.
We are all that is left. Humanity clings to the land surrounding a small bay on the coast of Brazil. The Accord military, struggling to ward off the melding and establish order, licenses Ares teams to keep the peace and protect the frontier. But now the melding has taken the city of Dredge, and the Chosen threaten to eradicate mankind once and for all. Well, I've got a cursor. Shoot him in the face. That's a good tip. I like this game already. Well, at least
Hello, boss. Welcome to Accord Battle Lab Sigma. Let's not waste any time. My name is Arrow. I've been assigned to your Ares team. You'll meet our third team member, Oilspill, later on. Ever since Dredge fell, the Accord has relied heavily on Ares teams, giving us full access to Accord battle tech. The Accord has optimized your scene implant for use with the Battleframe. I'll go into more detail shortly. First things first. Move around a bit and get your bearings.
First things first. Adjust the audio. Because honestly, that was a bit much for me in the cutscene.
Consider moving more quickly.
That ought to do it. And I'll adjust this audio later in the editing, so that you guys won't have to worry about the potential ear blasting that I went through in the cutscene there. I actually had to take my headphones off for a good bit of it and listen to it peripherally. Alright, so obviously moving is W, A, S, and D.
It looks like you have your bearings about you. Good. Alright, boss. As you go through the battle lab, I will be explaining some of the more essential things to you. Head through the doors behind me into the adjacent hallway. If you find yourself lost at any time, you can look at the minimap found at the bottom right corner of your HUD.
Very cool. The game seems to run fairly smoothly. I am running in ultra settings. Everything is completely maxed out. The game doesn't look bad. It doesn't look brand new, obviously. The engine seems to be tailored toward mid-high end PCs, which is good. If you're making an MMO, you want to make sure as many people as possible can play it. I think that's one of the things that PlanetSide 2 didn't really account too much for. You do require a fairly strong PC to actually get that game running, but we're not talking about this game right now. Let's go ahead and move toward the objective. I wanted to look around the room a little bit and see what the environment is like. It's pretty well put together.
Oh, and remember, Sin allows you to see in both first person and third person with a click of the center mouse button.
Perfect. I was wondering about that, because first person view is actually very nice for a first person shooter, obviously, and also for becoming a bit more involved and enveloped in the game world. First person is just beautiful for that kind of thing. But we'll stick with this for now because the mouse sensitivity seems to be tailored toward third person.
The first thing we're going to cover is crouching. It may not seem like an important skill to have, but you never know when you will need to squeeze through a tight space. To crouch, press and hold the left control button. While you are crouching, move forward to move under the electrical charge. Don't worry, the charge isn't lethal, but, it may sting a bit.
You know, this looks pretty cool. I think I'll do... Where would mouse sensitivity be? Scope sensitivity, that's fine. I guess aim sensitivity would be it. Let's see what that feels like. Oh, that's better. A little bit... That's a little too sensitive for my taste. Okay, that feels a lot better for first person. It feels good for third person as well. I want C to crouch, but I'll let the tutorial finish teaching me how to play before I begin remapping things. I like first person so much better. It just lets me do things like look at stuff like this.
Good job. Sprint to the end of the hall. Remember, the Accord is evaluating your effort and comparing it against other Ares operators. Sprint by holding the left shift key.
No problem.
Nicely done.
I'm getting a little bit of a choppy frame rate as I load new areas. Sweet.
Battleframes make use of a variety of ranged weaponry. All Accord weapons are equipped with a secondary fire mode. For instance, this assault rifle will allow you to look down its iron sights for more precise accuracy.
Right.
While your HUD isn't fully activated yet, you can still see how many rounds your weapon has left by looking at the number at the center right portion of your HUD. If you run low on ammo, you can always reload by pressing the R key.
Interesting to be able to switch back and forth between first and third person.
Let's try that again. Not bad, but if you found yourself alone and surrounded by arañas, the results would not be very pretty. One more time.
Okay, what does she want me to do? Kill things?
Well done. Your objective is highlighted on your HUD with a purple exclamation point. When you aren't looking in the direction of your objective, the purple exclamation will show a white arrow pointing in the direction that you should be looking. Do you see the terminal against the far wall? That's where you will find your jump jets. Jump across these platforms to reach the terminal. Press the spacebar to jump. Your jump jets will give you a distinct advantage over most of your enemies. Get more altitude and cover more distance by engaging in longer burns. Remember, traveling vertically expends less energy than moving forward while rising.
Gotcha.
Very good, boss. Alright, boss, I want to introduce you to the Demonstrational Intelligence and Motorized Observation Servant. But we just call him Demos.
Hello, sir.
Don't mind his, comments. He was programmed with a very peculiar personality.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
Some have even called him prickly.
Please proceed into the next chamber.
I'll leave you to be, boss.
Now.
This guy is a little bit of aggressive. Has a little bit of an aggressive personality, apparently. Alright, so while they were talking, I was getting myself familiarized with the jump jets in first person and in third person view. Well, mostly in first person. This is pretty neat. This is solid. The controls here feel really good. And even adjusting the sensitivity and everything was easy. So far this game is making a very good impression.
The Accord utilizes 5 standard Battleframe models. In alphabetical order: Assault, Biotech, Dreadnought, Engineer, and Recon. You will have access to all of these frames during Ares operations, so you need not worry about being indecisive. By this, I mean, indecision during firefights proves to lead to a 97% mortality rate. Proceed to the Battleframes on display and select one. I assure you that each Battleframe is designed with both fashion and functionality in mind.
Good to know. I'm having too much fun with the jump jets, honestly. But let's do as the tutorial wishes. I can only stand to benefit from something that's trying to teach me, yes? Assault, Biotech, Dreadnought, Engineer, Recon.
Excellent Battleframe selection, and if I may, you look absolutely smashing. Exquisite choice. I see that your HUD is also online. If you will allow me a moment to explain. At the bottom center of your HUD is the ability bar. From here, you can observe and select your different abilities, along with your currently equipped item. Underneath your ability slots is your HKM bar. Whenever you inflict damage or have damage inflicted on you, or heal an ally, your HKM bar will fill. Once your HKM bar has filled, you can use your Battleframe's specialized HKM ability. This depletes the bar, requiring it to be refilled. The Accord Recon is a powerful, versatile combat frame that offers highly mobile and powerful mid-range offensive support to combat groups. Activate these challenges in order to test your Battleframe's abilities.
You may exit the Beta Lab at any time.
Recon Assault Rifle, enter challenge area. So there are apparently cooldowns and things. I wasn't paying attention too much to what he was saying, honestly. I was too busy running around activating my abilities and stuff. I probably should have listened to him, but I did not. So, let's see. Okay, well, this one seems fine.
The heavy assault rifle is the primary weapon of the Recon Battleframe and provides the pilot with a uniquely accurate and powerful combat weapon. The alternate fire setting for the heavy assault rifle uses a powerful telescopic sight, allowing pilots to take advantage of the rifle's range and accuracy. Defeat all enemies using the weapon or ability selected.
So this thing packs a bit of a punch. I don't feel like there's any kind of penalty to just firing down sights. I mean, just hip firing.
Good job.
A sign beacon.
Deployable SIN beacons allow the Recon to detect enemy vulnerabilities. This information is relayed to both SIN and nearby allies, increasing the damage the enemy receives. Activate your ability in order to affect the creatures pursuing you. You did not disappoint. Very well done.
Wow, that increases the damage they take? That's incredible. Is everything dead? Yeah, I guess so.
The decoy ability allows the Recon to cloak himself while simultaneously generating a hologram to distract enemies. The hologram detonates after a few seconds, damaging all enemies within the blast radius. Activate your ability in order to affect the creatures pursuing you. Not bad for not having advanced circuitry coursing through every inch of your body.
Cryo grenade. The decoy is pretty cool, actually, but if it just stands still, then it's not going to fool other players. However, this is a game that is focused around PvE as well as PvP, so decoy could come in handy in both to some capacity, I suppose.
The cryo grenade drains energy from a target, while also snaring them in its blast zone. Activate your ability in order to affect the creatures pursuing you. I see you completed the task. Very good.
I thought I flew way higher than that. Ah, okay, so you do take fall damage. Good to know. HKM.
To use your HKM ability, you must raise your HKM meter to 100%. You are able to do this by engaging enemies. Enemy targets will continue to spawn in small groups until your HKM meter reaches 100%. Defeat all enemies using the weapon or ability selected.
Pretty close.
Very good. I am most pleased that you did not perish in a horrendous or comical manner.
Well, I mean, I filled up my bar, but I didn't get to use the ability. I guess these are power-ups over here? Oh, that's a cooldown refresh power-up. That's pretty cool. I guess that instantly refills my ammunition and this will heal me? Accord Artillery Strike. Maybe that's my, super ability.
As the name implies, Artillery Strike targets a specified area for artillery strike by Accord forces. After acquiring the target, artillery bombards the targeted area. To activate this ability, your Hyperkinesis meter, or HKM, must be at 100%. Defeat all enemies using the weapon or ability selected.
Okay. I guess that's number 5. Is it? Or is it number 4? Artillery Strike, that's it. Click! Not enough space, huh? Well, I mean, it wants me to put it right here, I think. Oh no, I'll cancel this and then press 4. Does that actually do anything? Okay, I've got to fill up this bar first. There we go. Now, well, maybe 4 will work. That's it.
Objective complete. Would you like to try again anyways?
Well, I
You
mean,
may exit the beta lab at any time.
what's number 5? Accord ammo credit. I do not know what that does for me. Alright, so we've actually experienced most of the abilities that I have. I don't know what accord ammo credit does. Let's see if any of these actually teach me about that. Decoy, HKM, cryo grenade, artillery strike. No? I guess not. But now we know the basics of combat, I suppose. Oops, I threw down the beacon. I pressed 1 to try and switch to my assault rifle, which I already have equipped. So I like the scout. The scout's pretty cool. Or, sorry, the recon is pretty cool. The only other one that interests me is assault. Dreadnought sounds neat. Engineer has never really been my thing, but assault sounds cool, so let's try out this one's abilities.
The Accord Assault Battle Frame is a standard issue combat frame for all Accord forces. The frame is highly maneuverable while also providing pilots with the ability to inflict damage to enemies over an extended area. Activate these challenges in order to test your battle frame's abilities.
Plasma cannon, number 1, I suppose.
The assault's primary weapon is the plasma cannon. As the name implies, this cannon fires plasma projectiles, which cause considerable impact damage, while also yielding substantial splash damage. Alternately, the weapon can fire clusters of plasma projectiles to create a powerful shotgun-like effect. Defeat all enemies using the weapon or ability selected. Good job.
That was fun. Now we try overcharge.
Overcharge allows the assault to briefly maximize the charge for all of its components, inflicting damage to surrounding enemies. Defeat all enemies using the weapon or ability selected.
Oh!
I see you completed the task. Very good.
Honestly, not sure what that really did. I mean, he explained it, but I still wasn't very clear on it.
Overcharge allows the assault to briefly maximize the charge for all of its components, inflicting damage to surrounding enemies. Defeat all enemies using the weapon or ability selected.
So then does that make enemies near me take damage? No, it just makes all of my other stuff deal more damage? I don't know.
I see you completed the task. Very good.
Okay, so the assault's playstyle is based around this gun, and I'm already not liking it.
Afterburner channels energy to your jets, allowing you to move forward at high speeds. Activate Afterburner and fly through the ring.
That could be fun.
You
Whoa.
did not disappoint. Very well done.
That was actually kind of awesome. It seems like Assault can be very skill-based. It can be a tricky class, I think.
Afterburner channels energy to your jets, allowing you to move forward at high speeds. Activate Afterburner and fly through the ring.
Okay, so it just basically propels you forward at a high speed. Not liking Assault, just gonna stick with Recon and go on to the game.
The Accord Recon is a powerful, versatile combat frame that offers highly mobile and powerful mid-range offensive support to combat groups.
I see they've installed the new medical chamber, dubbed the New U. It was designed by Dr. Bathsheba to help with the overwhelming number of Accord casualties.
Nice.
Activate the New U and I'll walk you through it. The New U allows you to change many aspects of your physical appearance, including your hairstyle, skin color, and what accessories you wear. Select your head and then choose an option from the right-hand menu. Keep in mind that not all of these options are free. You can see the costs listed below.
Okay, that's fine, but no thank you. I'm done. What is this?
This is a Battleframe station. It is used by Ares operators to equip their Battleframes. Equip a Battleframe before you head into the hangar. Trust me, you don't want to move around New Eden without one.
Right. Infobot. That seems kind of clunky.
The Battleframe station allows you to choose which Battleframe you would like to equip. Terminals like this one are found throughout New Eden.
Okay, I get it. It seems kind of clunky to have an infobot right next to the machine that it talks about, when the info could just be in each machine. That would be much more useful.
Well, don't you just look all spiffy in your shiny new Battleframe. Come on down and hop on in the dropship. Be quick about it, too. Core doesn't like it when we're late. My name's Bill, by the way, but everybody calls me Oil Spill. It's the only thing I answer to anymore.
Of course it is, William.
Once we get you to Copa, we'll go over a few more basics. Then we'll be off and running.
Alright. Into the dropship we go. Kind of a mixed feeling about this game so far. Made a really good, strong first impression in the first couple of minutes. And then the gameplay tutorial bit, I felt like things kind of ramped down. But then again, we are just learning. So let's hope that the actual gameplay picks up right where the first few minutes left off.
Hi, boss. Not ignoring you, just trying to process all of the SIN data coming in from Trains Hub. Looks like they barely fended off another Chosen incursion.
Hey, amigo, wake up. You're gonna miss our final approach to Copa Cabana, the crowning jewel of this post-apocalyptic paradise we call New Eden. But before you start running all over creation, there are a few things you'll need to do first. Once we land, you're gonna want to plug yourself into the local SIN network. I know, but we have to do it manually ever since the Chosen brought the whole damn thing down. After you flip the switch and turned on the lights, you'll be able to use SIN to find all sorts of information about a given area, like the missions that are available in the area, or what resources you can thump for. Another thing, that Battleframe you're wearing, you can make it even better than it already is through installing upgrades that you can buy from vendors in New Eden. Or build yourself. All right, boss, we're about to land. Once we're on the ground, you can get underway.
That was actually all very surprisingly helpful to hear. Alright, so the tutorial tip said
Oops, should have warned you I'd do that. This is your world map, which you can open and close whenever you want from the SIN menu. You can open the SIN menu by pressing the tilde key. Your map is constantly updated by SIN, or the Shared Intelligence Network, and will show you the many missions available in the world. But you'll only see the areas that you've uplinked to. Unfortunately, thanks to our Chosen friends hacking into the network, the Accord changed all the security codes. Everybody has to uplink to each SIN tower manually. So let's do that. Head over to the SIN tower here in Copa Cabana and input your personal identification code. Once the system recognizes you, it'll be a lot easier. The flashing icon on your map is a SIN tower. These are located across New Eden, and you'll reveal more of the map as you plug into more of them. While you can set your own waypoints with only a couple of mouse clicks, I'm going to set this one up for you. Now go ahead and close your map. You can close your map with a single right click. See that light trail? That's your SIN assist. It'll point you in whatever direction you need to be going in to find your current objective.
How do I clear this waypoint? I see it says clear waypoint over on the right side. Oh, I see. Using the mouse. Okay, I see what happens. You can use the mouse wheel to set which of these actions that you want to use. not immediately clear, but once the player kind of plays around a little bit, it's... I don't want to say it's intuitive, but it makes sense. Alright, so that's where we want to get going. Tutorial said press X for the flashlight. I hope this doesn't drain any kind of energy. The lighting engine is really good, though. Alright, so that light trail is gone now. I said pressing the tilde key will open up this thing, which is pretty cool. So the menu actually is just this tiny little section in the middle of my screen here. Let's see what the friends list looks like. View friends list, search for squad members, open army list. Okay, I'm probably getting ahead of myself here. We'll just hit tilde again. And the trail is now gone, so if I open this up again, and I go back, it said I can find the map here somewhere versus world. Okay, so there's the world map. Or, without that menu, I can just press M. Click. Set a waypoint there. There it is. So off we go. Simple first objective. Oh, the versus terminal? Oh, PvP. I thought it said PVR at first. No, that's PvP. Okay, so let's avoid most of this stuff that could possibly distract me, and... Wow. That just doesn't look like the kind of thing you want flying around your base. It dropped a little health power up there. Can I put away my weapon? I can't. What an interesting looking gun this is in first person. This whole place is kind of cool, although it seems kind of empty.
Injured by a crystite shard. Remain calm and seek medical attention immediately. Cellular crystallization can be mostly avoided with appropriate medical care.
And if I'm a little quiet, it's because I'm soaking all of this in. I do like the environment. So we've got some players doing some weird stuff out here, as is typical for any MMO. Level 2, 94% charged? What is this? Let's wait until the game tells me about that sort of thing. Oh, is this the tower? This is. That was really close. The map is smaller than I thought it would be.
Great. Now that you're connected to the network, I'm gonna turn things over to Arrow. I'll see you again soon.
Hello, boss. I see that you have earned some local vouchers for linking to the Sin. These vouchers are used to purchase new items, which are used to upgrade your Battleframes. You don't have enough vouchers yet, but I know how you can earn more. Open up your map. I've centered the map on a nearby Aranya nest. Set the waypoint by left-clicking on the location, and then left-clicking again on set waypoint. Great work. Now, take care of those bugs.
Okay, no problem. That sounds fun. So we've got our newbie quest. Let's go take care of him. So this is our actual first mission in a game. Or in this game. That's not necessarily fully tutorial related. Oh, not as much thrust as I wanted. We'll have to get used to that. What is this? Small ammo power up. Okay, well, I'm full on ammo.
There it is. You can mark it using Sin by pressing the F key, or you can just go in with guns blazing. Marking enemies on Sin add them to the network, allowing others in the world to know about them and potentially join you. Good work. Now, let's clean these things out of here.
We done? I'm looking around on my HUD right now for... Oh, okay, there it is, over on the right. I feel like I don't have all of my abilities. I don't have all my abilities. What's going on? So being able to mark targets is pretty cool. Just by pressing F.
Nicely done, boss. You now have enough vouchers to purchase a new secondary weapon. To claim your new weapon, you have to pick it up. I've marked a Copa Cabana voucher representative on your SIN. These representatives are found all over New Eden, and each one carries unique items. Follow the SIN trail to the voucher representative in Copa Cabana.
Well, the SIN trail isn't actually here, so I'll just hoof it the old-fashioned way and just run in the direction of my waypoint. This game's got quite a slow start. I feel like a lot of this stuff is intuitive.
Anything catch your eye?
Here you can see all the items that this vendor has for sale, as well as their cost. This window also shows you how many vouchers you have to spend. As you earn more vouchers, you can come back and redeem them for items to upgrade your Battleframes with. Redeem those vouchers for that secondary weapon.
So here's the voucher that I earned from doing that quest and from whatever else I was doing. So, I have 6 and I have enough to purchase 1 secondary weapon. An SMG, a grenade launcher, or assault rifle. I feel like my current gun serves the SMG role well already. So I think maybe I'll go for a shotgun. No. I want something more long range, but assault rifle doesn't feel long range, does it? Something explosive then.
Good job, boss. But in order to use it, you will have to find the Battleframe garage and upgrade your Battleframe with it. Marking a garage close by.
Remain calm and seek medical attention immediately.
So purchasing something actually took a little bit, but that was just some network latency. I'm pretty sure this game has got quite a few people trying to log in and download and play it right now because the game is effectively brand new. Today is the open beta day. So if I press I, can I get to my inventory? I can. My inventory will show me my equipment over here, which should show the shotgun, would be my guess. There it is. Oh, sorry, the grenade launcher. I didn't buy a shotgun. My resources. I'm guessing resources are like materials for crafting, because I was told that I could make my own upgrades and things. Oh, sorry. I guess that would be crafting components. I'm not sure what resources would actually be at that point then. The various currencies of the game. Alright, so let's get to the garage. I feel like I shouldn't be doing that. I don't know if I actually do run out of ammo or not.
This is the Battleframe garage. From here, you can upgrade your frame to use more powerful gear. You can also tune your Battleframes to get the most out of the gear you're currently wearing. To equip the most advanced gear, you will need to upgrade both your Battleframe's power, mass, and CPU, as well as its gear capabilities. Luckily, the Accord allows us to turn in Battleframe experience and resources for these upgrades. More powerful upgrades will cost both more experience and more resources. Alright, let's upgrade your Battleframe to accept your new secondary weapon. Select the flashing Battleframe secondary weapon upgrade.
There is not a flashing upgrade, there is only unlock. Oh, there it is, secondary weapon in not easily spotted gray text on a black background. Alright, so this will cost me 1000 XP. Where is my current XP? I don't know where to see that information. Not that I need to know. Oh, right, there it is. Wow, I've got 17,000 XP already? Wow, that's an easy purchase.
Well done, boss. This Battleframe can now accept secondary weapon upgrades. Select it again to see what upgrades you currently have in your inventory that you can upgrade with. Select the stock Accord weapon and upgrade your frame with it.
Select the stock Accord weapon and upgrade your frame with it. Okay. What? There it is. We have to select the grayed out option that says none, in order to open up the drop-down that will let us upgrade this.
Being able to shoot is key to surviving out in the wild. Another important aspect is movement. Now that you have more firepower, let's upgrade your mobility by improving your jump jets.
Yeah.
Skinhammers find the resources, and dumpers pull them out of the ground. Both are needed if you intend to gather larger quantities of resources. Fantastic! Now that you have your scanhammer and dumper, let's put them to good use. It's time to collect some resources, but first we have to find them. Open your map to your scene menu. If you don't remember, you can access this menu by pressing the tilde key.
Okay, I didn't do anything there. It just gave me those scan hammer or whatever that it gave me. And she said we were going to upgrade my jump jets, but we didn't actually do that. I feel like the tutorial kind of glitched out, bugged, and skipped ahead a little bit. And I do want to upgrade my jump jets, so I'm going to do that part myself. Let's unlock this. I don't think she's going to say anything now, is she? We got this little syncing with server thing here, because I'm pretty sure syn is just the word that they use for server in this game. Now, the jump jets, if I click on that icon, what is this? Accord jump jets 250. Allow temporary flight at the cost of energy. Requirements. Mass, power. Apparently I can do all of this stuff. I'm currently wearing the stock ones, so let's go and get the Accord ones. So now I'm nice and upgraded, which is pretty cool. I can't rotate my character, but he's already facing the other way, so we can see the jetpack, which looks cool. Considering I've got 15,000 XP, I don't see why we shouldn't do some more of this stuff. Oh, we don't have any extra gear, so there's no reason to actually do this kind of thing. We'll wait until we actually pick up more gear. Until we do that. Ooh, a paint shop. Now, this game is free to play. Probably should have mentioned that a lot earlier. But the game is free to play. And also does rely on microtransactions. For things like, I guess, cosmetics. So going into the paint shop is probably going to show me nothing. There we go. Oh, I see. I might have to pay real money for this sort of thing. Frame war paint. Yeah, see, it wants me to pay 10 of these things. I think they called them red beans. I don't know. For whatever color I choose. Oh, look, there's just red, straight up red. No thanks. I don't like the red look. Oh, an open beta one. Okay, this is a cooler looking red. But the splash of yellow that they add just makes it look ugly, honestly. So I won't go for that. I like the copper look. That looks pretty sweet. I wish we could organize these by which ones were free and which ones weren't. How about blue? Sea Nanners yellow. Or Day 9 yellow, sorry. Not Sea Nanners. Sea Nanners was on the stream, the Firefall event stream. And so was Day 9. Alright, let's just go back to the nun. That's fine for now. Alright, let's get out of here. Now, where did she want me to go? I have a scanner and a thumper now in my inventory, I believe. Because the tutorial just gave me a bunch of stuff without telling me. I don't know what those actually do. Let's just go. Let's just go.
We're ready for this.
I don't know if anyone else had this kind of trouble with the tutorial, but it seems to get in the way of things.
Your map is capable of showing you what resources are available in a particular area. Press the tab key to show what resources are available and where. This is helpful when looking for a particular resource for crafting needs. I think it's time we break in your new dumper, boss. Close the map and I'll tell you how to use your scan hammer. Before you call down a dumper, you will first want to know what it is you're collecting. This is where your scan hammer comes into play. Equip your scan hammer by opening your call down menu. Do this by accessing the scene menu and select the call down option. Use your mouse wheel to scroll down to resource gathering, then left click to open the menu. Now scroll down to your scan hammer and left click it to select it as your active call down.
Wow, that is convoluted. Press 5.
You can use your scan hammer by activating your call down. Press the 5 key. Head out of Copa Cabana and try it for yourself. I'll message you when you have found the resource.
Okay, so we just gotta leave in any direction now. What is this? Looks like a jump pad or something. Sweet! Oh, yeah! Holy crap! I gotta try that again. The controls were not obvious, but that was cool. Okay, yeah, I'm doing that again. Let's give that another try. Okay, it said steer using your mouse, I think. This guy's like... Okay, I didn't do that. All I did was look around with my mouse. I'm much more interested in this than I am for scanning for crafting resources. I gotta try this again. Let's try. W. There we go. No, stop doing that! He wants to, like, jump straight down or something. Or drop straight down. I don't know. I guess we'll get to that, but still, that was awesome. Alright. Oh, it wants me to come out here, huh? No, it does not. This is a different quest. Or something. I don't know. I guess this is a good enough spot. Right here. Awesome.
Great job, boss. You found the resource. Now to call down your thumper. Open your call down menu and select your stock personal thumper from the resource gathering submenu.
Okay, so call downs, resource gathering, stock personal thumper.
Great. Now activate the call down. Press the 5 key to request your thumper. See the blue hologram? That shows where your thumper will land once you confirm the call down. Here it comes. I should warn you that thumpers make a lot of noise. Noise that will attract nearby creatures who will want to destroy it. Losing your thumper will destroy not just the thumper, but its payload as well, so you'll want to protect them. You can send your thumper back at any time you want by interacting with it. Keep in mind, the more full your thumper is, the more resources you will receive. Protect your thumper!
Okay, I'm on it. Hey, who's doing that? Okay, so resource gathering in this game is a matter of... It's sort of like a defense mission. Quit your crap. I don't have any abilities. All I've got is my gun, so... Got 98% integrity. An icy one right there. So a little bit of variation in the enemies, that's cool. Well, I was impressed with this game early on, but maybe it's not really for me. It's not feeling... I mean, it's got all the components to be a fun game, but it doesn't feel like a fun one right now. Whoa, that was sweet, though. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's got stuff like that, which is cool. And the glider, which is awesome. Maybe they're just introducing these things in the tutorial in the wrong order. Oh, hey, she's gonna help me. Sweet. She's got a cool gun. Jeez, that one had a lot of health. Okay, I think I'm done. Can I just press E to stop it now? Thank you.
Nice work, boss. In the future, try to hold out until the thumper is more full before sending it back. You'll earn more resources that way. Good job, boss. In addition to the hull you've brought in, I've provided you with some extra resources that you can use to construct an upgrade to your jump jets. Let's go do that real quick. We're almost done, boss. Return to Copa Cabana and interact with the manufacturing terminal.
Okay, so that's what she meant. She's like, okay, let's upgrade your jump jets, and then she gave me a bunch of resource gathering crap so that we can get the resources to upgrade the jump jets. Now I see what she was talking about. So maybe it didn't glitch earlier, it was just, like a few of the other things in this game, unclear. So things are a little too dark right now. I wish I would have started out during the day, but I'm pretty sure this game runs on a day-night cycle like most MMOs. Or a lot of other MMOs.
Okay, boss, let's construct some jump jets. You can find them under the shared equipment section of Battleframe equipment. When you select an item to construct, you will see one of 3 color-coded circles. Green represents components that you have slotted. Blue represents optional components. Red represents components that you either do not have slotted or do not possess. When you see an item that needs a component that you do not have, you can construct that component by selecting the component, then clicking the Create New Component button.
Okay. So what do you want me to do?
Oh, dang. Looks like that damn malfunctioning Thumper's fuel cells are overloading. Better hurry up before it blows.
What? Alright, so what am I clicking? Allow temporary...
Oh, dang. Looks like that damn malfunctioning Thumper's fuel cells are overloading. Better hurry up before it blows.
Okay, so I was near that malfunctioning Thumper earlier to do my resource gathering thing, and I think I'm getting updates for that quest still, even though I'm nowhere near it. So there's that. Alright, so I'm gonna select this. Track item? Oh, that's pretty cool. Keep a reminder list of what components to gather. That way, if you want to craft a specific item but you don't have the components, you can track it and then just go out and get them. And it'll keep track of what you still need. Alright, so I just want to build this. Let's see. Hybrid Fuel Source 1. So these are... Okay, so she explained all of it, but again, not very clearly. Maybe that time I just wasn't paying enough attention. Although I was listening pretty well. In any case, we've got these 2 that we need, and she said the red ones were slots that I don't currently have or that I can build. So if I click this, it should show me how to build this. Select component, create new component? No, let's just hit accept. Nope. Okay, so it takes me...
Once you have selected the components or resources to use, click the green manufacture button.
Okay, so I need one of these, a hybrid fuel source 1. And I can create one of those. This will take 10 seconds. Available workbenches are busy. Unlock? Sure. Why not? It's trying to, anyway.
Manufacturing started.
So that'll take 10 seconds, it says. And once that is done, I can go to the jump jets because I'll have this and the other component that I need to make the better jump jets.
Manufacturing complete.
Claim the item. Got it, thank you. Now if I go to the jump jets...
Excellent. It also looks like you have enough resources to craft some consumable items, like ammo or health packs. Open the consumables menu and build a small ammo pack and a small health pack using the same process that you built your jump jets with.
I didn't build my jump jets yet. I just created one of the components for it. In fact, you told me to do that. And you're jumping ahead again. This tutorial is not well built, I'm gonna say that. So anyway, I just created the fuel source one, and we already have one of these regulator ones, which apparently she gave me or something like that. So let's manufacture it. Let's get our new jump jets.
Manufacturing started.
It says it'll take 10 seconds up here to actually start that, and it'll go into the job queue, which will start crafting. Alright. Or it should. Go into the job. There they are. And they're going to finish up. Now, I can also craft some of these, but at first I'm going to get interrupted by this window. Or it should, once the latency is finished.
Manufacturing process concluded.
Okay, I'm not going to get that window, because I have to click on the Claim Items button for that to work. So, she said to also craft what? One of these or something? Small stim pack. Immediate use health regeneration pack, 500 hit points. Or a small health pack. So, one of these you can call down, and one of these you can use immediately. Let's make the ammo pack. Let's make 2 ammo packs. Yeah, let's do that. I see, so we have a number of workbenches in our job queue, and I'm pretty sure that to unlock more, you'll need to pay real money.
Manufacture initiated.
Yeah. I think you get 2 to start. Oh, build request failed. Try again later. Error 404, really? It's a web server error for those who aren't familiar with why I'm kind of giggling at that. Okay, so that didn't work because the bench wasn't available at the time, but it is now, so let's try it.
Manufacture initiated.
There it goes. Now it should appear here in just a moment. Perfect. Let's claim our jump jets in the meantime. Okay, I'm getting the hang of how this works. And once you actually know how it works, it should be fun. I'm having fun doing this. Crafting my new jump jets and figuring it out. I just wish it didn't have such a... I just wish the game didn't make it so hard to get to the fun. So we'll let that finish building, and in the meantime, let's also make a health pack.
Manufacturing complete.
Let's make 2 health packs. And claim the small ammo pack. The whole screen is kind of darkened now, and I can't click anything. That means let's claim the ammo pack. The job queue should fill up in just a moment. A lot of latency going on right now.
Great. Now head back to the Battleframe garage and we'll equip the new jump jets.
Sure, let me finish crafting things.
Manufacturing complete.
So I'm using up all these little blue resources. What, Christites? I'm using up all my StarCraft 2 minerals, or StarCraft minerals, to craft all this stuff, so that's cool. And once the servers get a little less overloaded, I'm sure this will be a faster process because you won't have to wait so much time with a darkened screen. The Finish This Build Now button is something that they also used in Warframe, another free-to-play shooter, where you could craft items. In that game, the crafting times took forever, like days.
Manufacturing process concluded.
They would take days, like days worth of real time. Or you could pay a little bit of real money and have the build finish immediately, which I'm pretty sure they're going to do in this game once you get to some of the more advanced items as well. I don't have a problem with that, actually. I think that's a valid way of making money, as long as you have quick build items like these little ones. Warframe did not have quick build items, and when I said a little bit of money, I meant quite too much. Warframe actually charged too much for some of the things that I was experiencing there. Anyway, I think I've pretty much made good use of the resources that I have, so let's get back to the garage and install this jump jet. Garage. Alright, getting the hang of how to actually use the game's interface now.
Open your jump jets list and select your upgraded jump jets. There you go, boss. Your new jump jets are ready to use. Well, boss, that should just about do it. You now have everything you need to make your way through New Eden. But remember, the more Sin Towers you connect yourself to, the more information you'll have to find what you need. So go out and explore New Eden. Find the Sin Towers. Who knows, there may even be a reward waiting for you once you do. Either myself or Oil Spill will chime in when new missions are available near you. In the meantime, find those towers.
Okay, sweet.
There's an Accord outpost nearby. Let's go hook into their Sin uplink so we can receive data from their tower.
There are a lot of locked battle frames. I see. There are a couple of different ways to unlock these battle frames. One is with real money, with these red beans, and another is by progressing through the game. Interesting. I'll stick with recon. Alright, so we're done with that. Now, she mentioned that we had to go somewhere nearby. So now we're finally on our own, which is what I've been waiting for. Sifted Earth. So there's some missions here, and there is a new, what are they called? Tower? So which way do we want to go from here? I don't really feel like doing the missions, because the first couple of missions were kind of boring. So let's head this way. Oops. Oh, it's already marked. I can decline it. Set my waypoint there, I think I'll do that.
There's an Accord outpost nearby. Let's go hook into their Sin uplink so we can receive data from their tower.
Yeah, let's do that. I like how the trail shows even through walls. Okay, so we get to try this thing out again. I don't know how I did that so wrong last time. See, he keeps wanting to dive straight down. I'm not doing that. That's not where it was. It seems like that's like the fast way of getting around the world. These jump jets are awesome, though. How do I actually use that? I wish I could. This was like a help option or something like that that would tell me how. Alright, I'll just try it one more time. I'm not even going to press any controls this time. None whatsoever, and let's see what happens. I'm flying a lot better by not touching a thing. Okay, by moving my mouse just a little bit to the left or right, he does that bit. So, I don't know, man. So we're actually not far from our objective now. I like how that thing's got like a list of all the places that it goes. A random reward chest. So there's little bits of loot out in the world here. New place. Alright, let's link up to this tower, because that seems to be our overarching objective. That's the thing that's going to get us moving around the world, whereas the missions themselves are going to be what you actually do to progress. Whoa, okay, so I got a crystite resonator, an accord merit point, opened up more of the map.
There's an accord outpost nearby. Let's go hook into their synap link so we can receive data from their tower.
Sure, sure. Would you mind showing me where that is? Let's go here. Maybe she's talking about this. Or is she talking about that one directly? I think she might be talking about that every time that she says something like that. I want to see what this icon is, though, so let's actually do... Whoa. Looks like there's actually a battle going on here. And there's someone named Vela Straz there, so... That's my waypoint. I'll head out there, because it looks like there's players actually doing something in that direction. Seriously, more games should have jetpacks. The flashlight actually helps quite a bit. Is that an actual target or is that a player? I think that's a player because it's moving around kind of jittery because of all the latency. But here we have a watchtower. I don't know why I'm here. I'm actually just exploring. I don't feel like I'm a soldier on a mission. I feel like I'm somebody trying to play a video game. Somebody trying to find something to do in a video game. That's bad. That is actually not very cohesive design. But the game's gameplay itself, once you actually get to it, looks so fun. I would say is fun, but I haven't actually got to play anything yet. I've been playing for a long time, and I haven't got to play anything yet. What is this? What? Okay, cool, I'm here. I made it. Good job, me. Well, apparently I can't attack the guards, even though he's like at half health. Is there nothing going on here? I could keep moving on from tower to tower, but there's nothing to actually do. I guess I can try some of these missions. What's going on? What is this icon? Those are all guards. It's a glider pad. And those are clearly players. Probably in the same boat as I am, looking for stuff to do. So I guess I'll just go on to one of these missions. Raw toxins, difficulty stage 1, group not required. An Ares team is mining for subterranean resources here. Okay. Let's go there and see if I can defend them while they mine, because that's obviously going to be what the objective is. More games need jetpacks, seriously. How do I get my skills? Asks Dresix. It's a good question. I don't have my skills either. So there's some baddies. Oh, I think I see. Okay, so this guy is actually mining for resources with his thumper. I don't want to hit his thumper. I don't know if I can damage it. But yeah, I think this guy is just doing like the tutorial or something. And my map showed me how to get this, so that might explain how that one other person found me while I was doing this. So this guy's trying to get up to 100% capacity, which is smart. Hey man, mark your targets. I want to see him too. Out of ammo. Or I was. I'm actually not doing too well here. I'm not helping this guy. I don't think the enemies show up on the minimap. Maybe they do. I'm not watching that direction. Well, I see these guys then. I just tried the middle mouse for a melee attack. Planet side style. So it looks like he has taken up his angle. This is how this kind of team objective sort of thing should work. I'll cover one side, he covers another. That way neither of us has to worry about too many angles at once. And I am pressing F to lock on, or to... I am pressing F to mark my targets. Oh, that's right, I've got a new secondary weapon, but I don't know how to switch to it. And I don't know how to get all of my abilities back. Gotta say, I'm not too interested in continuing this game. For the sake of the video, I'll go on for a little bit longer, but... I don't know. I don't feel like I've tried everything. There was a PvP terminal in town, wasn't there? I might give that a shot. Maybe I'll... But only if I can get my abilities. How do I get my abilities? I do not belong to an army. I guess that's a guild. Oh, sorry, man. Maybe I should help you out still. He's at 93%. I'll finish helping this guy get his resources. Pretty sure that bug is actually dead, but its health bar says it's at just a little less than half. I'm pretty sure that's a server lag sort of thing. Alright, he's at 100%, so he should pick up. There he goes. So I get rewards for that too, apparently. I think. Oh, that was the mission icon. What is this? What does this guy say? Thank you. You're welcome. My map actually showed that I should go there, so... Got some health, got some ammo. Now, it says press the N key for this new bit. Thumper results, show reward screen, left click for that. What did I actually get? I got 19 raw toxins, plus 1 as a bonus. And I've got some sifted earth. I completed... I wasn't there for the whole thing, but it told me I 100% completed it. It had 70%... Oh, I see. The Thumper itself completely gathered all of its resources. Had 70 health left, or 70% health left. I apparently killed 14 enemies. Or 14 enemies total were destroyed. I think I killed 14 enemies, so I think he killed more. I think we killed collectively more than that. Any case, that was kind of cool. That was like a dynamic event. A player was doing something, and the game notified me that I can go help that player. I like that. That feels good. That particular... the way the mission was actually played I don't know. The way that mission was actually played was kind of slow-paced, kind of boring. But I did feel like I was in a team effort during it, and that was fun. And the completion was fun. The fact that I was rewarded for a dynamic event was fun. So overall, I think there was more fun there than there was confusion and boredom.
Boss, there's a squad dumping for resources nearby.
Okay, let's do that then. Alright, so this is another one. He's at 35%. This is another one of these. That's cool, but I've already done this. I want to see what else is available. So, good luck, man.
There's an Accord outpost nearby. Let's go hook into their SynUp so we can receive data from their tower.
Okay, let's go do that. So now I'm getting objectives as I keep moving through the world. I'm helping players out. I've got an objective now to go hit up that trans-hub command. Now I feel like I'm actually doing something. I'm no longer looking for stuff to do. Now I've got stuff to do, which is cool. I still don't know why I'm fighting. I still don't feel like there's anything against me. I don't feel like I'm fighting for a purpose, a reason, a goal, an ideal. I know that there's a storyline to this. I know that there is a purpose and a reason and a goal and an ideal behind the whole thing. But I'm not feeling it, is the problem. No, that's not going to work. Okay, best way to get there? Well, that guy just jumped down from there. Show me? Up here, thank you. That's pretty cool, that the path doesn't actually stay the entire time. And I do realize I actually set a new waypoint rather than selecting the waypoint that I should have gone to, but the waypoint was close enough that I can just follow the path anyway. Let's remedy that. There we go. That's better. I don't know, I feel like this game might put off a lot of players because of how difficult it is to get started, and even once you're actually started, there's still a little bit in your way. Like, I still don't know how to get to my skills. The tutorial shows you how to use all these cool abilities, but then they take them all away from you immediately and don't tell you how to get them back. Or if they do, they don't make it clear. So here's a new place. Too much neon, man. Too much neon. Glad it's daytime, because I don't like dark environments with neon looks. Might explain one of the reasons I don't like to hang out in clubs and bars. IRL, TBH. Alright, let's hook up to this thing. Turn on the lights. Press Y to do something, it said. Okay, I got a merit point. That's cool. What is this? Oh, the tower is what provides information about nearby quests and things like that. The reason I can't see any of the quests...
Raiders have this place locked down pretty tight. Be careful.
What place is that, sir? Oh, okay. So I immediately get a waypoint to that direction. Or a path to that direction. I think he's got me pointed... this way? Ares mission. Okay, so let's go take that up. I can imagine this being fun with friends, if your friends are willing to put up with like an hour or two worth of slow, confusing crap. Oh. If I press N, I can see my contribution for that little bitty thumper mission that we just passed earlier. I mean, I stayed there for just like a moment. I killed one thing. And then I got a little bit of a reward for it, so that's pretty cool. I like that. So you don't actually have to go out and do your own resource gathering. You just have to go help other players do it, and you can collect resources that way. That seems like the kind of thing to do that would be fun for...
Die down there, boss. I swear I'm not going down there after you.
Would like my abilities. That would come in really handy. Wow. I just got totally tanked by a tank and gunner. I've been incapacitated. I can call for help, or I can spectate things. Apparently there's somebody here doing stuff. There's me. And there's somebody here doing stuff. And then there's me. Respawn now. What does that do? Where did that actually put me? Put me back here. Ares mission, difficulty stage 1, group not required. I should be able to handle that. But since I have no abilities, that's actually not an option. I'll ask about it, and after I've asked about it, I'll look into it myself. Let's see. Global overview, currency exchange, player versus player. Someone in chat is saying, I have to get them. Oh, go to the garage? Really? Okay, I'm looking for the garage icon on the map here. That looks like it might be it. Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you, I say. Oh, you have to... abilities, of course. That makes sense. I've got tons of XP. So I can unlock the Sin Beacon, or Decoy, or the Cryo Grenade, or my HKM ability, which was the Artillery Strike. But I've only got 27,000 XP. So I can unlock the first two, or just one of these, or just this one, actually. So let's go ahead and get my beacon. And that thing. Okay, so we're still lagging. We're still sinking, in other words. What is all this stuff? I require 200 CY for this, and I don't know what CY is. Okay, so I unlocked this ability. Let's go ahead and select that. Now let's unlock this one for 15,000. That'll put me at just under 3,000 XP after the server finishes syncing. Okay, it took the XP, but it has not unlocked this just yet. We have a glowing maintenance button here. I'm thinking because I actually died, I have to repair or something? I don't know. Oh, what is this? Would you like to unlock slot? No. I wanted to click this and then come here. So now I've got these two abilities. Why is that marked as 1 underneath stock decoy? Okay. The abilities are just showing me what other ones are marked where. Okay, so under maintenance, the durability is dropped by 101 points, probably because I died. Oh, it's got like a little line showing something? I don't know. It's gonna cost nothing to repair, so let's do it. Alright, so we're repaired and set now. Alright, so I've got my beacon, but I don't have decoy. It doesn't show my decoy. Stock decoy, there we go. Okay, syncing, we're still syncing. Gotta give that a moment. Are we good? There we go, now I have some of my abilities. Now, number 5 told me I can select that by going here, selecting call downs, supplies. I want to select the immediate use health regeneration pack. There we go. Now I've got 2 of those. I can heal myself with those immediately. I am now much more prepared to deal with that mission, which I don't see anymore, so we'll just select this and set the waypoint. There we go. Alright. So this game is built in such a confusing way that the tutorial is an absolute necessity. I'll jump over that line because I don't know what it does. Alright, so now I'll go down there and see what I can actually complete in this mission. What am I even doing here? What's the purpose? Why am I going into this place?
The locals used to call this place the Green Maw. Now with the molding all around it, the name seems to fit.
Raiders have this place locked down pretty tight. Be careful.
Why did they call it that before? So I popped my immediate regeneration back. Now, one thing about the zoom is that it's a toggle. Damn it. Oh, I was surrounded. These guys are tough. I want to try this again. I cannot respawn now. It says a group is not required, but I feel like these guys are, like, way too tough. Although, Leela here is not having any trouble. I can call for help with E. Medic, he yells. I think she's actually having trouble too. Let's hit space to spectate. So, she's carrying the objective. I have someone helping me here. Nope, that's someone standing over my corpse, so no one can help me. So these guys actually ran out that one person. I think this was the player carrying the objective. And just soaking up tons of damage while killing a lot of baddies. I have no idea what level this person is. And there's some help inside, apparently. Alright, I'll just hit respawn now. And try this again. Where was it? This way. I feel like the scout class almost needs a group, or I'm too level for this, although it says I'm not. Oops. So the zoom is a toggle and not a hold sort of thing. Controls, toggle scope off. There we go. That feels more FPS than the way it should feel. What is this? Object remaining. What do I want to do here? Well, I'm gaining XP for this. Not sure if I'm supposed to go in or what. Hold E until the progress bar fills to whatever.
There's an Accord outpost nearby. Let's go hook into their SynUp so we can receive data from their tower.
Okay, so these guys actually cleared out the mission, and I just claimed a little bit of a reward for it. It says a group was not required, but I honestly got just absolutely thrashed in there. Partially because of the zoom scope thing, and partially because I just didn't know what I was doing, or I really wasn't prepared for that, honestly. But I think that will do it for me, because this video has gone on quite long enough. And I feel like I've given a decent idea for what at least the beginning of this game is like for a brand new player. So that was my experience with it. Maybe your experience...
There's an Accord outpost nearby. Let's go hook into their SynUp so we can receive data from their tower.
Maybe your experience with playing this game was different, or maybe it will be different when you start, or maybe you've seen me go through some of these mistakes and you know what's going on, and you won't experience some of these when you start out. I do recommend giving the game a try, and I'm going to continue to play it a little bit more too as well. I might record it, I might stream it, I don't know. But I will give this game a little bit more of a chance. I just don't think this video in particular should go on very much longer. Maybe after I've learned quite a bit more about the game, I'll come back and make an update video and show you guys a little bit more of what the gameplay is supposed to be like, and hopefully help you through it as well. Help you through all this early clunky stuff. I don't know. So anyway, that'll do it for this video. Good luck if you decide to play this game. I think there's a lot to it that could be valuable and could be good, decent, fun play. It is free to play, so if you want to try it out, the link is in the video description. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.